And even if we all droids, I'm R2. My haters get lightsabers, salam through. I'm a beast on beast, just like Hans Wu. I mean Wookie, sorry, but I be tripping, yo. This is the G Squared Podcast. We are back, and we're going to talk about Marvel this time. Oh, we are deep into Marvel. There are shows, there are movies, there's all type of stuff going on, and we have yet to discuss Marvel at all. So we're here to start, and we're going to do a really big conversation, and then possibly later we'll go and narrow things in a bit. So we're going to talk about the Infinity Saga. It's like 23 movies.
That's what Google says.
23 movies. It starts with Iron Man Uno. You lying.
Yeah.
You lying for the pod because you know you love Iron Man 1.
Yeah, I don't like 3.
We'll get to it. And it ends with Tom Holland Spider-Man 2, which is Far From Home.
Yep. Far From Home. Yeah.
So that's the entire roster of movies. Everything in between there. That's the bracket, start and end. And of course, that is, for those who don't know, that's phase 1, 2, and 3. And we are currently in phase 4. All the Marvel shows and movies that are coming out now are phase 4. So we're here to talk about phase 1, 2, and 3, which is called the Infinity Saga. All right, real quick, what's your favorite movie from the Infinity Saga?
I don't know.
What's your favorite movie out of all of the films? Phase 1, 2, and 3. Come on.
Winter Soldier.
Oh, okay. That's a different one. So Captain America 2
Yes.
is her favorite. All right. I'm going with Infinity Wars.
It's not in that.
Yes, it is. I just said what the movies are. It's
I got
phase
it.
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Infinity War is in phase 3.
Yeah.
So is Endgame.
Yeah.
Infinity War, definitely my favorite movie, hands down. I got some good contenders after that, but definitely my favorite one. You got a second favorite?
Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1, okay. Okay. I'm going to go with Black Panther. I love Black Panther. And my third favorite, this might be a shocker to some of y'all, Doctor Strange.
Okay, but
That's my third favorite, Doctor Strange. Do you have a third?
There is a third one. Civil War.
Civil War. All right, that's a good one. The introduction of the Black Panther.
Yeah.
And the destruction of friendships. Right.
I don't even think there was a friendship between two people.
Yeah, Cap and
No,
Tony were
they've
friends.
been hated each other since the Avengers movie.
No.
You ain't see the Playboy Philanthropist thing fight where Tony goes that he's a laboratory experiment and that everything special about him came out of a bottle.
Yes.
Yeah, there was no real friendship in that.
The friendship came after.
Yeah, but then the friendship was weird.
Some friendships are weird.
Okay.
Marvel put out a lot of stuff. They did a slow build up to Infinity War and Endgame. It took a lot of years. The first film came out in May of 2008. And that thing went all the way on till... When did Infinity... Spider-Man came out like 2019 or 2018, right? Yeah. It was a long
Like
time.
11 years later, they're
Yeah,
finally
definitely 10 to 12 years late. Excuse me, 10 to 10, 10 to 10. You hear me? 10 to 10 years later.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Total sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What
10 to
are you,
12
the
years
Kool-Aid
later.
guy?
What? Oh, yeah. Yes, that's the Kool-Aid guy. How you know that?
I seen the commercial before on the TV.
Oh, snap.
When I was younger, I remember seeing it. There'd be something about him, and I think he was hiding in one of them. And then comes out, he spills some of his juice, and then at the end of it, he goes, "Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah. Anyway, enough of the Kool-Aid. Let's talk about the Marvel. So, Infinity War Phase 1 basically was the origin of certain people, and that led up to Avengers 1. And then after that, we got some more origins in Phase 2, and other people got their second film. And then it led to my least favorite film, Avengers Age of Ultron. You like Avengers Age of Ultron?
Yes, the betrayal. The betrayal.
Betrayal of who?
You.
Oh, yeah, that Ultron was whack. He was just a robot version of Tony. That's not what Ultron is. That's all he was. He was Tony Stark's with more daddy issues. That's all he was.
Oh wow.
That's all he was. I wasn't impressed. They didn't have Ant-Man in it. They tried to bring Ant-Man later because the fans went wild. That's another thing that Marvel did wrong. They didn't include key characters in some of the earlier films. So you have Ant-Man, who came way later on. Should have been an earlier film adaptation, an earlier character in Phase 1 or 2 probably, because he plays a large role in Avengers and in the creation of Ultron. But that was skipped. And largely, Marvel only put out Ant-Man, it seems, because fans were upset. And we got Ant-Man later, and I think they've done a good job with Ant-Man. What do you think?
I mean, I don't know the comic version or any other version, so.
Yes, you do. We've seen the cartoon. You don't remember the Avengers cartoon we watched? They showed us everything about Ant-Man, about Ultron, how they made Ultron when he becomes Yellow Jacket. When Ant-Man becomes Yellow Jacket. I be trying, y'all.
I got terrible memories, so even if we did, my brain is like.
We watched it. We watched it. I don't read a lot of Marvel comics either. I only read certain ones. I don't really like the way Marvel does their comics, but we can discuss that another time. Right now, we're talking about movies. So, anyway, do you like the Ant-Man films thus far?
Yes.
And the way they've done the character?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, in the originals, I know that Hank Pym is Ant-Man.
Yes.
And he is an Avenger, and he does a lot of key things, and he is the one that helps create Ultron and solve the problems that Ultron later creates.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what happened in these films. But they skipped to the second guy, Lang, in the cartoon and in the comics, from what I'm told. He comes way later. Hank Pym is upset. He becomes Yellow Jacket. He doesn't want anything to do with the Ant-Man name or with the Avengers. And then Lang comes around that time.
Wait, so kind of like the What If episode where he's Yellow Jacket?
Yes. But he's not killing Avengers. Not like that. Not like the What If episode. He just doesn't bang with them anymore.
I'm talking about the visual, like.
Oh, yeah. Yellow Jacket. That's him. And Yellow Jacket is in the first Ant-Man movie too. The guy he fights, who hired him to steal the Ant-Man uniform, becomes Yellow Jacket.
Oh, I remember that.
See. Yeah, man. I really like that in the Infinity Saga, Marvel did this slow build up to everything. It wasn't just we're gonna dump stuff on you. It was like we're slowly building to one thing, and then that thing will lead to the next thing. So they were slowly building storylines, introducing characters, evolving the characters, evolving the Avengers and their roster, all while leading up in the background to Thanos.
Right.
Thanos. Infinity Gauntlet. All
Big
of that.
purple grape guy. That's what my class called him.
Big purple grape guy, but he kicks
Yeah.
AWS.
Yeah.
Can't just squish that grape.
I don't know what I said.
You said at the end, the big purple grape was squished by Thor.
Yeah.
But that's wrong.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't Thor.
Oh, it was Marvel.
Nope.
Captain America?
Nope.
Ant-Man?
No. In Endgame, the way that Thanos is defeated is by Tony snapping.
I'm talking about in the scene where they take when he's in a different planet because he destroyed the stones.
The first time they kill him?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
That's what I was talking about now.
Thor cuts his head off mid-conversation.
Yeah, just like...
And everybody's like, what are you doing? Aimed for the head.
It's not aim for that, so I aimed for the head.
I swung for the head. That's it.
He said, told me to aim for the head, and I just went...
That was also one of my favorite parts of Infinity Saga.
That was.
Threw the thing at him. Oh! Ah! He's like, yeah! I won! Take that! He's like,
Thanos is like, aim for the head.
you should have aimed for the head.
And then at the end, he goes... Well, he told me to aim for the head, so I aimed for the head.
Actually, that's the beginning. That's the beginning of Endgame.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm
First
talking
couple
about,
minutes.
Yeah, that. In the beginning, he goes...
Yeah.
He told me to go for the head, so I went for the head.
I also really like, and this is just becoming an Infinity Wars conversation, but I also really like all the death. He wiped out half the planet. He destroyed Vision. It's great.
My teacher brought him up in science class.
Ooh, I like that.
No!
Why not?
Because the way that she explained the lesson was bringing up Thanos, and it left us all more confused than we were at the beginning.
Oh.
Because we were learning about invasive species and the food chain and food webs and how they how invasive species have a big role in food chains and food webs, and then she brings up Thanos and how he wiped out the planet. But that didn't connect to what she was teaching us, because she was teaching us how the animals keep the population in balance and stabilized, and how that if the animals go missing, then the world goes boom.
That ties directly to Thanos.
That didn't make sense when she said it, because she worded it differently than what she meant.
Sounds like you got it.
Well, because she had to re-explain it, that's why. Like twice. But.
All right. There are a series of films in the Infinity Saga that I think are double doo-doo. 2 thumbs down, flush them, not worthy. And those are
Iron Man 3.
and Thor 3.
Well, we don't know why Thor 3, but...
Well, they don't know why.
Alright, so basically, I don't know if y'all seen Planet of Hulk. If you haven't,
Planet Hulk, yep.
Planet Hulk, leave. Just leave. That's it, leave.
So Planet Hulk is an animated film, cartoon movie, whatever you want to call it. And in that movie, basically everything that happened in Thor Ragnarok happens, but it happens to Hulk. And it's all about Hulk being on the planet, becoming a gladiator, being rivals with the king of the planet, becoming the number 1 gladiator, freeing the planet, all of that. Spoiler alert, it came out eons ago, so I hope you saw it by now. If not, oh well. And in Thor Ragnarok, they basically took all of that and flipped it and made it about Thor, not Hulk. Trash. And Iron Man 3, I don't know why. Why, oh why did y'all make that? I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't
I don't either.
know why. because the twos were good. Captain America 2 is the best Captain America. I think it's really good. It's one of my favorite.
I agree.
It's probably my fourth favorite
I agree.
Marvel film, period.
That's my first, but I agree that's good.
Great film. And yeah, Civil War was cool, but
it wasn't better than
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier.
You know what I'm saying? And Iron Man 2 was cool. You had Tony going through pressure, thinking he's dying. Then he was discovering new technology and fighting his best friend, literally, while getting his butt kicked by the Russian cat. Whiplash.
Yeah.
The only thing that sucked was the end of that movie. They fought all those droids, and then when they actually fought Whiplash, it was like a 2-second fight.
I didn't like that either.
But the rest of the film was pretty good.
Yeah.
Thor 2, definitely the best Thor.
Yeah.
Great film. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, not my favorite. Not my favorite. Him fighting his dad, the Living Planet, not my favorite. I could have done without that one. But, yeah.
I want to see what they do with Guardian of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, that one should be interesting. Should be coming out soon. I think it comes out late next year.
We shall see.
We shall. Who you think had the best first film, best origin film? Iron Man, Hulk, Cap. Iron Man, Thor, Cap, Hulk.
You said Hulk.
I know, but I didn't say Thor, so I switched it. I'm trying to think of the order. Hulk's movie was great, but technically Hulk's movie wasn't an origin movie because there were Hulk movies before that, and they kind of just acted like they didn't exist.
The one with the guy who was supposed to be in the other ones before they replaced him with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Talking about Ed Norton.
Yeah, Ed Norton.
Great film, but he there was films before that of Hulk, but they didn't tie into everything that's going on now.
I liked what Hulk movie was it? The one where it's the like live action one, kind of. You have the DVD of it.
That's what we're talking about. Ed Norton. He fights
Planet
Abomination.
Hulk.
Planet Hulk is not live action. It's a cartoon.
Like the one where he turns with his blood, the floor becomes a plant.
That's not live action. Live action means you can see real people in it.
Oh, I like that one.
Planet Hulk is dope, yeah. But it's not tied to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That's why it's on Netflix.
I don't know if it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
It is? Interesting. Anyway.
I have to double check, but I believe it is. I'm like 60% sure it's still there.
Thanks. So.
Okay.
What was Avengers 3? Infinity War, no?
Yeah, because 1 was Avengers, then 2 was Age of Ultron, 3 was Infinity War, 4 was Endgame. Yeah.
Avengers 3 definitely the best of the 4.
Oh my god. You and this Infinity War, I am so done with you.
You like Endgame better?
Yes. Yes.
Way too long.
I get that, but it was still good.
Way too long. And that first half hour of them finding him, killing him for no reason, what was the point?
I don't know. Go ask whatever his name is.
What's the point?
Go ask him. Email him.
Kevin Feige?
Yeah, email
the head
him.
of Marvel?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna email him.
And in Civil War, we got the introduction of a new Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Boo.
I'm sorry, what?
Boo.
Okay.
I said what I said.
I know you did.
I said boo.
Alright. And Marvel did a deal with Sony, and they did 3 collaborative films. So we got 2 Tom Holland movies. one that took place before Endgame. It took place after Civil War, but before Endgame and before Infinity Wars. Then we got another one that took place about 6 months after Endgame. Lots and lots of characters have been introduced in the Infinity Saga, and right after the Infinity Saga ended, a lot of crazy stuff has gone on. We'll get to that later. What's important stuff we need to cover about in Infinity Saga? Key points. Loki betrayed Thor.
Like a million times.
Okay.
Like every movie, Loki dies and comes back.
He didn't come back in Infinity War.
Oh no, because he actually died.
Facts.
Finally, after him just faking his death,
Right.
karma got to him. Said, "All right, you're gonna die now."
That was hot.
Yeah, like
Thor lost an eye, then got a new eye.
he got that big.
Tony Stark was dying, and then he fixed it by upgrading his dad's technology.
Tony's up.
Tony, he was dying.
Oh, I didn't hear you correctly. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let me see what else is important. Marvel switched actors for the Hulk. Mark Ruffalo became Hulk, and everyone loves him except me.
Okay.
We were introduced to Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Who was only known as Wanda in the first couple films.
Her name is Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah. Important thing. Her brother died, Quicksilver, but they never called him that. They called him Pietro for legal reasons because Fox owned all things mutant and X-Men until very recently. We met T'Challa and his dad. His dad died. That's a key point. That sent him on a revengeful path. T'Challa then becomes king, and we see him in Wakanda doing his thing.
What's his name? Eric.
Killmonger?
Yeah.
We meet Killmonger, and he dies as well. A lot of death. Important people who died. Tony Stark's died. We saw him go through many changes. He started as just a billionaire with a lot of money and a lot of arrogance and didn't give any F's about anything.
Nope.
And then we saw him care and learn and fear for humanity and eventually give the ultimate sacrifice for humanity. And that was cool. We've seen Hawkeye both be a bad guy and a good guy more than once. First he was a good guy. He was working with S.H.I.E.L.D. and he was helping Nick Fury with things. And then Loki had him under a spell in Avengers 1. He was kicking Avengers' butt. And then
he became a hero again. Then he became guy with the mask. I don't know his name. And Hawkeye, whatever the guy's name is. And then he became a hero again.
He became a vigilante when everyone in his family was killed after Infinity War. So in Endgame, he's a vigilante. He's going around killing people. He's like a ninja assassin, and he's kicking booty.
He's kicking ninja booty.
He was kicking everyone's booty. Any kind of powerful crime lord, he was taking them out. Mm-hmm. What else did we see? The rise and fall of Thanos. We saw
Black Widow.
We met Black Widow and saw her do her espionage thing.
And then
she was introduced in Iron Man 2 as an assistant, and then a legal aid and then an assistant, something like that. And then she went on to reveal who she really was, that she was working with S.H.I.E.L.D., yada, yada, yada. Became an important part of Avengers, important part of the team, Yada yada yada.
Then we saw her die.
Then before we saw her die, we saw her become the Hulk's Betty, the Hulk's person, and she was the only person able to calm him down and help him reset and all that good stuff.
And then she died.
And then we saw her become the leader of Avengers after the Avengers stopped existing. She basically became the leader and was running communications with the different surviving members. And then, yes, we saw her die in Endgame. She sacrificed herself so they can get the Soul Stone. What else we saw? Odin. Isn't Odin dead?
He been dead. He been dead since the second movie.
There you go. Odin, Thor's dad, the king of all kings, the god of all gods in the Marvel Universe. He's dead. What? No?
No, I was gonna say that we missed Captain America dying.
Captain America did not die.
Well, he became old. Same thing.
Nah, being old and dying are two different things. I know a lot of old people who are still alive.
You.
Me included. That's cool with me. Yeah, Captain America went back and lived a second life, basically, with
Peggy.
Yes, Peggy. I was trying to think of her other name, Agent Carter.
Yep.
There you go, with Agent Carter, and he became an old man, and we saw him pass the shield over to his main man, Falcon. And there's a lot going on with that now in Phase 4, but we'll save that for when we get to
I am so mad with his
those
decision.
conversations. Who did you want to...
No, not Captain America, Sam's.
Well, we saved that for when we talk about Falcon and Winter Soldier and Phase 4.
Which is next episode.
Anyway, what else happened that's important? The Guardians of the Galaxy all came together, a merry band of thieves and angry people who pretty much all hate Thanos. That somehow worked out.
Groot died.
Groot died and then he regrew.
Yep.
And then he became teenage Groot.
And then he became adult Groot.
He's not adult Groot. He's teenager right now. In
Oh,
the end of
right.
Endgame, he's like a
Yeah,
teenager.
I am...
He's playing video games and cursing at them. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
He's playing a video game. They tell him stop playing it. And he says, I am Groot. And they all say, hey, watch your mouth. Oh, and he chopped off his arm.
Chop.
So that way we can have the new powerful hammer. What's it called?
Mjolnir.
No, Mjolnir is the original hammer. I was about to say Grogu. Woo! Totally wrong right there.
Whole different.
Groot chops off his arm, and his arm becomes the handle for, what's it called?
Stormbreaker.
The new, more bigger, more powerful hammer for Thor.
More better.
What else happened? What else is important?
Bruce became... Bruce became Dr. Bruce Hulk thing.
Yep. As the comic books would call him, Smart Hulk.
Yeah.
He says that he took a lot of time during the 5-year gap and got to know himself and what he said, deal with the beast within or get to know the beast with some nonsense.
Yeah.
And now he's
get to know the beast within.
Yeah, and now he's Smart Hulk. He's got the mind of Banner and the strength of Hulk.
Well, he's the body of Hulk and the mind and personality of Bruce.
Is that not the same thing? How is it not?
Because he's in a different body. He's not in Bruce's body. He's in...
I didn't say he was in Bruce's body. I said the mind of Banner. Mind.
Oh.
Mind.
I did not catch that.
Oh, and we met the very powerful Captain Marvel. That is an important piece that came at the end of Infinity Saga.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the third to last movie. Because it was Infinity War, then Captain Marvel, then Endgame, and then Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yep.
Yeah, and she is powerful. Go ahead.
We learned about Red Skull.
Red Skull, yeah.
I don't like him.
We learned about Red Skull, the arch nemesis of Captain America and the leader of
Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
I disown.
That's what they say every time. That's their catchphrase.
I'm disowning myself.
That's not what they say?
We don't say that.
Who's we?
Wait.
You French?
Gonzalez do not say that.
Oh, I can't help you with that. I don't know. I didn't sign that contract. Yeah, and we learned about Hydra and all the espionage and sneaky stuff that they did. They're a key component to the Infinity Saga. They're all behind the scenes, messing with everyone, messing with Cap, messing with America, messing with the world, taking over S.H.I.E.L.D. Crazy stuff with Hydra. Yeah. Who else we learned about? Who else? Ant-Man. Yeah, we learned about Hank Pym, his technology. And then Lang comes in, steals the technology. We said that earlier in the episode. And then he ends up hooking up with Hank Pym's daughter, who becomes the new Wasp. Oh, we learned about the quantum realm. So we learned about the quantum realm that happens in Ant-Man 2. And they dive into that, which later sets the stage for the things that happen in Endgame, how to use the quantum verse to time travel, which is weird to me, but that's another conversation. And we learn about time travel. Tony solves the issues of time travel. Hulk couldn't do it. Banner couldn't do it, whatever he is at this point. And Tony comes in and schools everybody and says, all right, let's make it happen. And then Tony dies. And sad times.
No, really. Not really.
It's not sad that Tony died?
No. I'm happy he died.
Why?
He should have died a long time ago. He was just another rich boy who used daddy's company to become a superhero.
He helped everybody, though. He helped the world, the galaxy.
So, he's just another rich white boy.
But he uses stuff for good, though.
But he's still just another rich white boy.
No, he was much more than that. He
who
was
used daddy's company.
That's not all he did.
Well, that's what I know him as. Because he
said he wasn't just Donald Trump.
Philanthropist.
He didn't just use dad's money and that's it. He did a lot of great things.
No, he used dad's company because his dad is dead.
Yeah, his dad gave him the company when he died. They say that in Iron Man 1.
I know.
Okay, so he did a lot of great things after that. In Civil War, he puts like all these kids through college. How do you think that happened?
But he also killed a bunch of kids.
Oh my god. Alright.
We need to make an episode where I just talk about why I hate Tony Stark.
I'm with it. We'll just call it
M's Corner.
There you go. Mm-hmm. M's Corner. Just M's thoughts on certain things.
Say it right there.
That's it. Alright, what else we gotta talk about besides this rain? Tony Stark died. The Infinity Saga ends where they have reset things. People who were gone for 5 years have come back. But it's now a very weird time because, for example, if you were 5 years old when you disappeared, you came back 5 years later, you're still 5 years old, but everyone else is not. The people you were in kindergarten with, they ain't in kindergarten anymore. Your little brother could now be your big brother. Doctor Strange? Oh. Well, it's revealed later on that Doctor Strange lost his Sorcerer Supreme status just because he wasn't here for 5 years. Lots of interesting things have happened. Some people remained, some people left. The people who came back from what they now call the blip Their life is different. People who survived have trauma. People who left have trauma. It's a really weird situation. And they explore some of those things in Phase 4. As Phase 4 begins, we start seeing some of the things that happen in the aftermath of the Infinity Saga. We see Wanda coping with the death of Vision. I was going to say the vision of death. We see Wanda coping with the death of Vision.
I didn't know she had visions.
We see Wanda coping with the death of Vision. Yes, ma'am.
That reminds me of something.
Okay.
Do you want to know why Wanda needs glasses now?
Why? Because she doesn't have vision?
Yeah.
That's a dad joke.
I know.
Okay.
I know. That's why I said it to
I just want to let you know that's what y'all.
I know. That's why I talked to dad. That's why I told the dad jokes with dad.
I like it. Telling dad jokes to dad.
Yeah.
That's cool. What else? What else happens at the end? So we got no Loki. Actually, we have an alternative Loki, and they explore more of that in the next phase, which is Phase 4. Because when they go back in time, Loki, from that time period, which is the Avengers 1 period, escapes with the... What's it
Tesseract.
called? Tesseract. Very good. And so there's a whole new thing with him. We see Wanda going through changes in WandaVision. Sam and Bucky have to figure out what's going to happen with Captain America's shield and who's going to take the mantle. Hawkeye is now back with his family, but left with a lot of unsettled things. And we now see Marvel Universe expanding even more. They're going bigger and badder, it seems. So we'll dive into Phase 4 and beyond later on. But I guess that's it for Phase 1. Anything else that you could think of? Who's your favorite? So not movie, just based on how the characters are. Who's your favorite character in the Infinity Saga?
Bucky.
Bucky?
Yeah.
Bucky is your favorite character?
Yeah. Second's Wanda. Third is Natasha. And fourth is Loki.
What? All right, I'm out of here. This is ridiculous. I don't understand. Truly, do y'all know what's going on? I don't know what's going on. But that's it. I'm out of here.
Okay, that's the end of the episode then.
Yeah, that's enough. I'm bewildered right now. Straight up flabbergasted by those answers. We're gonna leave it here. We see y'all next time.
Peace.